Hola, bienvenidos. El día de hoy estamos aquí con Cole de Coinos. Cole, how are you?
I am very good. Thank you for asking. Living the Bitcoin lifestyle. Never better.
That's nice. Well, Cole, I want to make you an important question is for you, why is important Bitcoin?
The reason why I think Bitcoin's important is because it's the best, well, multiple reasons. Some of the main ones are it's the best hedge against inflation that mankind has ever seen. If you hold dollars, which people think are safe, has anyone looked at the price chart of dollars? It only goes down over time. Bitcoin only goes up over time. So it's literally the best hedge against inflation that we've ever seen. It's the best performing asset that mankind has ever seen. It has made it to $1 trillion market cap faster than Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, Microsoft, just to name a few. Those are really important metrics most people don't know about. It's also a really good way to actually be in control of your money. That's why people say, be your own bank. You'll see that a lot. I know you know, but for like the viewers and stuff, right? Be your own bank. Bitcoin is better money. Bitcoin is better money because you have control over it. It's decentralized. People talk about other coins, other cryptocurrencies and stuff, but they are not decentralized. Bitcoin is decentralized because of proof of work. Proof of work means that we are all Satoshi. Everyone on the planet who runs miners or nodes, not just them, but also just investors in general. That's what we are all Satoshi means. We are all Satoshi is talking about the proof of work narrative that Bitcoin has. It's incredible. You could have a full country, a big country, ban Bitcoin completely and ban Bitcoin mining completely. But that's okay because we got all the other countries of the world who are running Bitcoin miners, running Bitcoin nodes, lightning channels, lightning nodes and stuff, right? So it's impossible. It's almost impossible for Bitcoin to actually be shut off. The only way that Bitcoin could be shut off is if the internet shuts off, the global internet. And if the global internet shuts off, we have much bigger problems than Bitcoin not being online.
That's true. That's true. Well,
And the hash rate of Bitcoin is at an all-time high, or right this minute, I don't think it is, but it is consistently beating its previous all-time high with hash rates. Even in 2022, during the bear market, that goes to show how strong Bitcoin is, the Bitcoin network. Same with the Lightning Network. The Lightning Network was reaching on a bigger capacity. The Lightning Network capacity was beating all-time highs in 2022 during the bear market. Obviously, it's beating all-time highs right now, but during the bear market, this stuff was happening.
yeah, well, that's a good answer for important question. Well, you work with Coinos. It's a new wallet of Bitcoin Lightning, and it's easy to use. You can tell me more about Coinos?
Yeah, for sure. So we like to think it's the easiest Bitcoin Lightning wallet that anyone can use. You can make an account in less than 10 seconds if you're like good with a phone. You pull up your browser, go to coinos.io, you press start in seconds, create an account with a username and password, no email needed, no personal information needed. You can use a VPN all you want, just whatever you want. You can type in anything you want for the username and password. We can auto generate the username and password for you as well if you're in an extra hurry to create an account, because you can always change your username and password in our settings whenever you want. Lightning Network is so efficient because it's off chain. So it's a layer two solution of Bitcoin, but it's not on chain, it's off chain, which makes it very which makes it very private. It's very private that way. We also have the Liquid functionality as well, Liquid Network. Liquid is a layer two solution for Bitcoin, but it's on chain. So Coinos offers normal Bitcoin on chain, which everyone loves, Lightning layer two solution that's off chain, and Liquid, which is a layer two solution that is on chain, all Bitcoin stuff. And it's only 0.1% of a conversion fee if you want to transfer your Bitcoin out of Lightning into on chain Bitcoin. And that's optional. You don't have to pay that fee if you don't want to. Just stay on the Lightning Network. If you want to withdraw your Lightning Bitcoin from Coinos to a different Lightning wallet, we don't charge you anything. You might incur a Lightning routing fee, which is typical whenever you're going from one Lightning channel to another Lightning channel. That's expected sometimes. Not much money at all. 10 cents, 5 cents, sometimes 20 cents. And that's like that's not even all the time, right? And we're open source as well, so anyone can use our code if they're good with code. They can run their own instance of Coinos if they want. It is, a little bit of work to do that, but we do offer that option. You can see our GitHub online. Our links to a lot of this stuff is at the bottom of our homepage, coinos.io.
Okay, that's nice. It's important to open source code because everyone can look what are Coinos using your data and what are they doing with Bitcoin. And look, it's 100% secure, no? Well, another question that is important is people in Colombia can use Coinos, right? Okay.
Yes.
I'm Colombian. What I need to use Coinos? What is the first step to use Coinos?
So the first step would be to open up your browser of choice. Make sure it's a secure browser. Brave, Google Chrome can be, but I recommend Brave instead. Go to coinos.io, and then you click the button that says start in seconds. And then you fill out your account information, and voila, you now have a Bitcoin account that can accept on-chain Bitcoin, Bitcoin Lightning, and Liquid.
Okay, that's nice. Well, another nice function that have Coinos is the map. Tell me more about the map. How a Colombian businessman can use the map to put her business in the map.
Right. So the way that works is, the map is at the bottom of our homepage, coinos.io. You just scroll down to the bottom. It shows all the businesses that are currently using us to accept Bitcoin as a payment option. So if anyone wants to add their business to the Coinos map, it's not that hard. You go to openstreetmap.org. Do you want to do a demo right now? An example? Video example? Or it's up to you, or whatever. We don't have to.
Yeah, we can do it the next.
Okay. So it's openstreetmap.org. And then you follow the instructions on how to add it to the map there. We could go into detail, but now maybe not be the best time. Might not be the best time, but that's okay. It's OpenStreetMap. You add the right tags and address to your business, and then it will pop up on a Coinos map. Just make sure you add the right tags on your listing on OpenStreetMap.org.
Okay, nice. Well, we have Bitcoin maximalist people in Colombia, and the people in Colombia use Nostr too. And I know I'm Bitcoiner. I need to create a Nostr wallet, and I need to create a Bitcoin Lightning wallet. I can use it one wallet for Nostr and my Bitcoin Lightning wallet. But Coinos have Nostr and Lightning wallet. You can explain me more about how I can use Nostr with only an account?
Yes. So whenever you create a Coinos account, we automatically create a Nostr account for you as well. Now, if you want to link your Coinos account with your already existing Nostr account, you can totally do that too. We offer those options.
Okay, that's nice. Well, another interesting thing is you can send me sats with Lightning without an invoice, no? You can have your own Lightning address personalized only with Coinos.io, no? I can put everything and doesn't have a cost, no?
Have a call. Yeah, you can. If someone wants to send you sats, you could just give them your Lightning URL, which is helpful. So let's say yours is Jan20. So it'd be Jan20 at Coinos.io. If you give that to anybody, they paste that in the sending field of their Lightning wallet, any Lightning wallet, not just Coinos, and you'll get the sats. As long as that wallet, that Lightning wallet provider, whoever it is, whether it's, a different wallet, they have to have channels open.
Okay, that's nice. Well, another important questions is, we know Bitcoin have fees, Lightning have fees. How many fees have Coinos?
Right. So Coinos only has one fee, 0.1%, which is a conversion fee only if you're transferring from outside of Lightning. So if you hold Lightning in your Coinos wallet and you want to send it to a liquid wallet or you want to send it to an on-chain Bitcoin wallet, then you would get 0.1% charged to you, which is really, really low. Wallet of Satoshi charges 0.5%. That's expensive.
Yeah.
Jeez. There's other wallets that charge 1%. Like OpenNode, they got 1% withdraw fees.
Yeah.
And that doesn't matter if you're swapping networks or anything. That's a mandatory 1% withdraw fee. It's crazy. Wallet of Satoshi is a mandatory 0.5% fee. It's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just taking a lot of these people, a lot of these companies are just taking money from people. It's just not fair to the user, right? That's why we at Coinos, we care more about not taking money from you, but we have to make at least a little bit of money, which is a nominal 0.1% optional conversion fee.
Okay, that's nice, and that is a good point for Coinos. Well, another interesting thing is, well, we are talking in English. I'm sure the people in the United States gonna see this. Coinos is I can use Coinos if I am in United States, no?
Absolutely, you can anywhere where Bitcoin is legal.
Okay, nice. Coinos.
So that means not. That means not North Korea. If you go to North Korea, don't use Coinos.
have restrictions only in North Korea.
Yeah, and some other countries, some other ones. Yeah.
Well, personal question is, I'm making an investigation. For me, it's important, but it's not relevant who is. But for you, who is Satoshi Nakamoto?
Who is Satoshi Nakamoto? Yeah, it's a good question. So I have my own opinion that he's dead because I'm very confident that he's dead because he's not making any action on any of the Bitcoin talk chat rooms, and not just those, any chat rooms, Reddit, anything. And if he was alive, there would have been some sort of communication still, some sort of action, but there's been zero action of his wallet, right? Zero action of him at all, anywhere on the internet whatsoever. So, because if you look back at the emails, the emails and the messages in the chat rooms, Satoshi didn't necessarily want to be hidden when you look at some of the messages he was saying. But what, Hal Finney has always been a pretty big candidate for it. He's been a pretty big candidate in my eyes because, he was the first one to receive Bitcoin. He was the only one communicating with them at the beginning. Even though it was pretty interesting that when Satoshi went away, he mentioned Gavin Andresen. Like he mentioned him saying, you guys are okay with Gavin and stuff. So that was kind of interesting. But I would say Hal Finney is a pretty probable person. He died shortly after, he died around the same time Satoshi disappeared. And there was messages exchanged with Hal Finney and Satoshi where people would say that it's impossible for it to be Hal Finney because Hal Finney was out jogging when certain messages were sent by Satoshi Nakamoto. But that could be kind of faked if Hal was to make an auto send feature in his email. And since Hal Finney is a professional with cryptography, he'd be able to do that pretty easily because email is very complicated. How email actually works is extremely complicated. And if you understand Bitcoin and cryptography, you have an easier time understanding email and how it actually works. That's why some people, they say Bitcoin's so complicated. Well, email is extremely complicated. If you want to understand how email works, it's extremely complicated. So I would say my best guess right now would be Hal Finney, because some people say some skeptics against that point also say that the conversations Hal was having with Satoshi, they seemed very natural. They were inconsistent with response times and stuff like that. But that's also something that can be faked as well, because maybe Hal Finney didn't want to be known for certain reasons. I understand why he wouldn't want to be known as Satoshi Nakamoto. I understand.
I well, nice.
What about you?
Well, I have a strange theory. I think it's Dorian Nakamoto. The people look at me and it's a strange theory, but Dorian Nakamoto was near from Hal Finney. So, and he wasn't working in 28. He wasn't working. He was living near from Hal Finney. I think it's Dorian Nakamoto, but he's only saying, I'm not Satoshi Nakamoto.
Yeah, there was some. I was actually watching some stuff, and there's some interesting facts like around that, right? Yeah. Well, it's kind of weird though, that his wallet hasn't had any action. Like he's not spending his money.
Yeah,
weird.
It's strange. There are people who think it's Adam Back, but a friend said to me, "Hey, if it was Adam Back, why Adam Back have enterprises and need money to make interesting things with Bitcoin?"
Yeah, I don't think it's Adam Back. I don't think it's Gavin Anderson. I'm not exactly sure.
But we know Craig Wright is not Satoshi.
That's a joke. It's such a joke. Like he's not able to prove it. Like it's like the only way that anybody can prove that they are him is that they do a transaction with the wallet.
Yeah.
And they just have to sign the transaction. They can send 1 penny to somebody with that wallet, and that is evidence that they are Satoshi. The good thing about that is I actually used to not trust Bitcoin back in the early days when I got it. I've been in Bitcoin on and off since 2015. Heard about it in 2013. And a lot of people don't trust Bitcoin, and I didn't trust Bitcoin at the time because we don't know who the founder is. Isn't that scary to think about? It was to me at the time, until I understood that he can't change the code. He can't do anything right now to Bitcoin. So if Satoshi came back alive right now, that does not pose a risk to us Bitcoin investors.
Yeah, that's not important. It's only interesting theory. Well, the last question is, not is a question, but your recommendation for the Colombian people to start using Bitcoin with Coinos.
Yeah, my recommendation, totally. It's very beneficial for your business to accept Bitcoin as a payment option. When you use the Lightning Network transactions are less than 1 second. So the fact that they're less than 1 second, it makes it a very efficient means of exchange. And you'll get increased sales, most likely. We give your business free marketing and promotion online. We'll add your business to the app. We can do that work for you. We don't mind. It is a few steps to do that, right? So I can show you how to do it, and then you can duplicate that to your friends. That's up to you. Or I could just do it as well. And then we do the free marketing that we give is effective. We put you on multiple map websites, usually multiple map websites, and all our social media pages. We're pretty good at marketing. We put you on, our Twitter page has a pretty good quality organic following as well. And our Telegram chats, we're very well connected with the El Salvador community, not just El Salvador, Guatemala community, the Bitcoin Lake in Guatemala, Bitcoin Beach in El Salvador. We're well connected with those communities. Like we have a lot of exposure that we can provide. We have a lot of ways to give you exposure as a business if you want to accept Bitcoin payments. And the Colombian peso, I don't know how well it's doing, but it's. I mean, you were saying it's like 8 or 10% inflation, right?
Yeah, we have 8.
Right. So so you don't have to worry about that when you have Bitcoin, right?
Well, it's important. Well, Cole was an interesting talk, understanding more about Bitcoin and more about Coinos. I will make a video saying how to use Coinos for the Colombian people to start using more Bitcoin, and we are gonna wait for more interesting Bitcoin things with Coinos this year and with Colombia.
Great. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, Jan. We really appreciate it. Looking forward to staying in touch with you. And if you know of any businesses that want to talk to me with any questions or anything like that, let me know.
Okay, nice. Bueno, y eso fue todo. Adiós. Ya.